I cannot picture a scenario where Erik ten Hag is Manchester United manager next season, and you know what? I think he would secretly agree. He has spent a lot of money on players that haven't worked, and as a result United are falling further and further behind their main rivals.
So, there is a part of me that actually respects what he is doing right now in his press conferences with the media, fighting back. He is putting on his gladiator armor, swinging his sword and taking some arrows to the chest, trying to shield his stars like a protective dad.
It is him against the world. And perhaps with one eye on his next job, he wants to make it clear the problems at United do not just stop with him. But in doing so, with personal pride kicked around, he's losing control. Read more on Man Utd. Coming Man United fans think they've made first signing as ex-Leeds star poses in shirt derby day Chelsea vs West Ham. Best tips, odds predictions for Premier League clash. He has banned newspapers and outlets on several occasions.
How is that a good thing? Tell me one positive that comes from that. It doesn't make sense. I remember Sir Alex Ferguson using that tactic, but he had won a lot and was a powerful figure in the game, not someone who has only just come to the Premier League.
Is Ten Hag really sitting there and saying, "You're all saying nasty things about me, so you're banned"? He spoke at length after the FA Cup semi-final against Coventry about how harshly treated United were, calling the reports embarrassing. Most read in football. LAU are amazing. Laura Woods rocks sleeveless outfit. Live on TNT Sports for Champions League. Bikers agony. Nicky Butt never said sorry after he smashed my leg in accident, says biker. All at bay. Ten Hag loses job offer just hours after Man Utd's 4-0 mauling at Crystal Palace. Silver lining. Silver announced by Old Club just days after Chelsea confirmed Stars exit. Best free bet sign-up offers for UK bookmakers. But you are Man United and you were 3-0 up against a Coventry team who haven't made the playoffs this year, and you nearly lost it.
How can it be reported in any other way? If you haven't played well, just admit it, own it and move on. And you know how to take back control. Play well and win games. I know a few United fans who now just don't believe a word Ten Hag says.
Who could be Man Utd's next manager after Ten Hag? It has all the hallmarks of a boss digging his heels in and saying, "Look, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, I can be powerful if I want to." I can put my foot down. There are times when this ploy works. It can galvanize a dressing room and show that their boss is fighting for them.
But you're taking a massive risk. There will always be a split of players who agree and disagree with what you're doing. I reckon right now there is a 70-30 split in that dressing room, and even if that goes in your favor, that's still a big chunk of your squad who believe that you don't have a clue.
And I would imagine the likes of Casemiro and Raphael Varane, who have played at a far superior level to any of their teammates, are thinking, "What are we doing here?" They've played at the biggest club in the world in Real Madrid, and that's not how they conduct themselves. Have to control the narrative. United captain Bruno Fernandes has hinted in an interview recently he may leave and wants to feel loved.
Who at Madrid would ever do that? Once you've lost people, you can bring them back a little bit, but at the first sign of another crack, it will all come back up. Look, I know how tough it can be to deal with the media when things aren't going well, or people don't know the full story of what is going on in the background.
I experienced it with Forest Green. It takes a toll on you and your family. But he is an experienced boss. He should be able to control a narrative. And when you start banning the media, all it does is encourage players to read and take note of those reports.
Focusing on the wrong things, the players will be thinking, hang on, you tell us not to worry about external noises, yet you must read it because you're banning media outlets. Every player needs to be focused on their job, not what is being written. It ends up creating more of a divide.
Ten Hag has the feel of a man who is paranoid about what is being said by others and where it is coming from, but that happens at every club. People like Ten Hag want to control everything, especially when bad things are being said.
Read more. Sun STORIESFRESH start Love Island couple confirm they're back together in surprise statement. Not kidding, my uber religious parents were horrified when I got pregnant with twins at 15. If you use the media to your advantage, you can't complain when it goes against you. That's the way of the world. It is indicative of the issues at United right now. Ten Hag is focusing on all the wrong things.
Pundits' verdict on Ten Hag's future. Where do the pundits stand on Erik Ten Hag's Manchester United future? Jamie Carragher. Sacked. I don't see how Erik Ten Hag stays. It's just performance after performance. Gary Neville. Stay if he wins the FA Cup. To sack a manager who's won 2 trophies in his first 2 seasons at the club, I think would be extreme.
Louis Saha. On the fence. I don't see it as clearly, but they need changes from the players, but they need changes from him as well. Alan Shearer. Sacked. I believe the future of the Man United manager is already determined.
Even if they win the FA Cup, I think H is gone.